What's up? My name is Dylan and I love to travel. For the past 2 months, I've been living in the beautiful coastal city of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I feel like I've done quite a bit since I've been here, so I wanted to make this video to document and share my top 10 things to do in Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta is a very walkable city, so the first thing you should do is get out and explore the unique neighborhoods. You can wander the cobblestone streets of Zona Romantica, check out the artwork and historical ambiance of El Centro, and take a stroll along the Malecon, which is Puerto Vallarta's iconic beachfront boardwalk. The Malecon has local shops, restaurants, street performers, and many friendly people. All right, just got off work. And now, we're going to the beach. And of course, you can't visit Puerto Vallarta without spending some time at the beach. What makes Puerto Vallarta so unique is all the cliffs and waterfalls and rocks that they have to hike through. It honestly gives a Costa Rica, Hawaii vibe when you're here. And the sunsets are some of the best sunsets I've ever seen in the world. I am a sucker for a good sunset. After a long day of exploring the town and hanging by the beach, it's time to fuel up with some delicious food and enjoy the nightlife. Of course, you're in Mexico, you gotta get some tacos. My two personal favorite places I went to was Pancho's and Pepe's Tacos. They are both really good. Pancho's probably a little bit better, but there's always a line, and they have shorter hours, while Pepe's is open really late, and there's never a line to get in.
It's good.
But of course, there's more to eat in Mexico than just tacos. We stumbled into this sushi restaurant one night that provides a sushi experience. The sushi chef didn't give us a menu and instead took us on a journey making each piece of sushi more unique than the last. We had a lot of fun with this one.
Sushi cheers.
Now the sushi restaurant was great, but where you'll find the best food in Puerto Vallarta is in the streets. You'll find them under some white tents a couple nights a week. In the Plaza de Armas, right off the Malecon, you'll find a bunch of food vendors. They'll be selling tacos, tamales, elote, pozole, churros, candies, and you can spend hours going around and tasting all the different foods. It's awesome, it's delicious, so you gotta do it.
All right, we've already had, this is our third course, empanadas. We've had the tamale, we've had the mamelas, and we have freshly squeezed juices. Let's dig into this. Don't you freaking dare, dude. Don't even freaking think about it.
Now that you've had a good meal and the sun's gone down, it's time to check out the nightlife. Puerto Vallarta is very much a tourist town, so there's plenty of late night entertainment activities like live music, karaoke bars, and dancing. My friends and I went on a neon boat party tour, which had a DJ and of course an open bar, which we helped ourselves to. And things got a little wild. And if clubbing is your thing, there's plenty of that to do as well. What's up? It is Wednesday night, and I'm about to go take a salsa dance class. Let's see how this goes. Several nights a week at La Bodeguita Del Medio, which is a restaurant bar located right on the Malecon, there are salsa and Latin dance classes. The instructors come around 7:30, and you don't have to pay for the class, but tips are appreciated. They teach you some basic steps, then the band comes on and you get to test out your new moves. A must-do day activity is to take a water taxi to one of many remote beaches. What you'll want to do is take a 45-minute cab ride south of Puerto Vallarta to a town called Boca de Tomatlan. From there, you can take a water taxi that'll drop you off at one of many remote beaches. The water taxi will go for about $10 per person, if I remember correctly. In Jalapa, there's a waterfall that you can hike up to, along with a beautiful beach with some beach bars to relax at. These beaches are much less crowded than the public beaches back in Puerto Vallarta. There are a bunch of beach bars and restaurants at Playa Las Animas. There's also a great town to explore along with an amazing waterfall to hike up to in Mixto. Once you're ready to head back, hop back on the water taxi that'll take you back to Boca de Tomatlan. Speaking of waterfall hikes, there are plenty of other hikes to go see waterfalls that don't require a water taxi to get to. My personal favorite was Palo Maria, which I made another video about if you'd like more details on how to get there.
We made it to Palo Maria Waterfall. Woo woo! It's gorgeous, and we have the whole place to ourselves. I'm gonna go jump in.
Another great hike I found was La Cascada El Salto.
Literally blown away by just the amount of green I'm seeing right now. I guess this is the waterfall. I kind of was expecting a little bit more water.
I went back the day after it rained and it was much better.
We're walking up some stairs to check out the viewpoint over Puerto Vallarta.
If you still haven't hiked enough, take the climb up to the Mirador El Cerro de la Cruz, which gives you the best view of all of Puerto Vallarta. It's a great spot for sunset. It's a lot of steps, but it's worth it.
It really was not bad. It looks much more intimidating than it really is. Would you agree?
No.
Okay.
Another favorite activity of mine is taking an ATV tour through the jungle. There are plenty of companies to choose from, but if you can, I recommend taking a tour that lets you ride your ATV across the Arroyo Bridge, which is a massive suspension bridge in the middle of the jungle, which I found out is the longest suspension bridge in the world, 470 meters long, 150 meters above the river beneath you. And anytime you're by the ocean, you gotta go fishing, right? So we went out and caught a bunch of mahi-mahi. We spent the whole morning fishing. Our fishing guide even cleaned the fish for us so that we could take the meat back. Got some ingredients to make some ceviche, and we made fresh mahi-mahi ceviche back at the apartment. It was delicious. No better feeling than eating what you just caught out of the ocean. And if you still want to get out in the water, but fishing's not quite your thing, I recommend taking a snorkeling tour out to Isla Marietas. Now this is a state park just off the coast of Puerto Vallarta, and this is where you're gonna find a bunch of interesting species of fish, dolphins, sea turtles, birds like blue-footed and yellow-footed boobies, as well as their famous hidden beach. The only way to get to this hidden beach is jumping out of the boat and swimming through this underwater tunnel. It's quite the adventure. You only get about 30 minutes in the hidden beach, so don't think you can go and hang out there all day long and just claim this private beach for yourself, but it's worth the picture and the adventure. Here's some mediocre snorkeling footage. Rounding things out at my number 10 spot of things to do in Puerto Vallarta is the rhythm of the night, sunset, dinner show, tour, whatever you want to call it. You get on a boat, you watch the best sunset in the world, you have open bar, you got dance performers, you got DJs. I mean, what more could you ask for? Then finally, once the sun is set, they pull up to this mysterious boat dock with a bunch of tiki torches. You get off the boat, there's a freaking mermaid there to greet you. You walk through this tiki torch lit jungle, and they lead you to this amphitheater where they put on an amazing show of acrobats, fire dancing, trampoline gymnastics. It's awesome. And then after the show, you have an all-you-can-eat buffet. This is a must-do activity if you love sunsets, shows, dancing, and drinking. But yeah, that concludes my top 10 things to do in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Super grateful for my time in this city. Love it. Can't wait to come back. My honorable mention is go check out Sayulita. It's about an hour away from Puerto Vallarta, but that is a video for another day.